Don't be like Ariana Grande and date a married or taken man. Karma will always come knocking, okay? Ariana Grande is recently divorced and is now dating a married man who has a kid. But this is not the first time she has been with the taken man. Ariana Grande has a history of many public relationships for over 10 years. We are going to discuss the details of our most public relationships in chronological order and discuss lessons that we can learn from this to apply to our love life. The intention of this video is to learn from this publicized case to improve our lives, not to attack Ariana Grande. So leave the drama alone. We are all human who make mistakes. Ariana just likes to publicize it and make songs about it. So let's talk about it. Before we talk about Ariana Grande's dating life, let's talk about her upbringing and how this impacted her future romantic life. Ariana Grande was born in Boca Raton, Florida. Her parents were married. Her mother is Joan Grande and her father is Edward Butera. And Ariana Grande has a half-brother named Frankie Grande. Unfortunately, her parents divorced after 11 years of marriage, and Ariana Grande was about 9 years old at the time. So sad. Allegedly, Ariana stopped speaking to her father and they had a tumultuous relationship after the divorce. The reason why her parents divorced is unknown to the public, but it appears that the father allegedly did some heinous acts towards the family for his wife to divorce him and for his kid to cut off complete contact with him for years. This is really sad because the divorce and Ariana cutting off contact with her dad happened at a very pivotal age for her. Our first 10 years of life is when our brains do a lot of developing. It's when we develop our attachment styles. We either become anxious, avoidant, or secure. We learn to create healthy bonding, and having an absent or abusive parent can trigger us to become anxious or avoidant attachment styles instead of secure in our adulthood that make it hard for us to have healthy relationships and to trust partners. Ariana Grande has publicly admitted that her and her dad have had an on and off relationship for decades. In 2014, she shared in an interview with 17 magazine that she is falling out of touch with my dad. It's private, but it happened last year. It took me so long to be okay with it. They reconciled later, but then they kept falling out badly year after year. And more recently in 2019, Ariana Grande threw some shade at her dad in her song, Thank You Next. This song is about Ariana learning from many of her past relationships. In the song, she says, one taught me love, one taught me patience, one taught me pain. It's interesting that in a song about moving on from her toxic romantic relationships, that she mentions her dad. What does that mean? Daddy issues. The lyric about her dad says, one day I'll walk down the aisle, holding hands with my mama. I'll be thanking my dad, 'cause he grew from the drama. She appears to be saying that her dad wasn't there for her and she wants her mom to walk her down the aisle because her mom has always been there. And she says, thank God my mom is healing from all the drama her dad put her and the family through. As a life coach, I've helped many women heal their past traumas to attract the partner of their dreams. And one of the most common barriers to having a healthy relationship is daddy and mommy issues. When we have unresolved family traumas, it will show up 100% in our dating life for the worst. Like Ariana, I can relate to her having daddy issues and mommy issues because it showed up heavily in my love life, and it took me so many years and years of therapy and treatment to do healing work to help me attract great relationships and develop a secure attachment style, and to heal my own toxic behaviors that I was doing towards many men. I wasn't perfect. I was a hot mess too. Now, let's talk about Ariana's dating history. And for each relationship, I'm going to share some lessons that we can learn. Let's start with one of Ariana's first public relationships, and that is with Jay Brooks. Jay is an Australian YouTube comedian, and they've had an on and off relationship from the years of 2012 to 2014. Their relationship ended because Jay alleges that Ariana was cheating on him with British singer Nathan Sykes from the band The Wanted. Okay, Ariana. This was allegedly the start of Ariana's unfaithful behavior, and Jay allegedly broke up with her after this, and Ariana Grande got with the man that she cheated on her partner with. Ariana and Nathan Sykes only dated for a few months and then they broke up. Are we surprised? No. Relationships with the side chicks never last. After all this drama, Jay got back with Ariana after she cheated on him. What the hell, Jay? What's wrong with you? What can we learn from this relationship? Number one, let's not be like Jay and get back with someone who cheats on us and dates the mistress after us. Jay was obviously mesmerized and blinded by love. And I speculate that Jay had a very low self-worth, low boundaries, and no standards to take her back after this. Remember, we teach people how to treat us. And when we get back with a cheater or someone who mistreats and disrespects us, it will show up time and time again. And it just shows them that you're a doormat and that they can do whatever they want and they can just sweet talk you and you get back with them. Also, let's not be like Ariana and get back with the person after you cheat on them. If you find yourself not interested in your partner to the point where you feel like cheating on them, it's probably a sign that you are not compatible. Move on and don't hurt them anymore. And also, please break up with the person if you're not interested and want to cheat. It will save you and others so much heartache to just be honest and to end it and save time. Ariana and Jay finally broke up for the last time in 2014, and very soon after that, Ariana had a new boyfriend that was just as messy as her last. The man goes by the name of Big Sean, the rapper. They dated for about 7 months in 2014, and they had a relationship that had some major toxicity because Big Sean was engaged to be married with Glee star Naya Rivera while dating Ariana. Before Naya Rivera passed away, unfortunately, she claimed that she caught Ariana and Sean cheating in their house. She details catching them cheating, saying, "I walk in, go downstairs, and guess what little girl is sitting cross-legged on the couch listening to music?" It rhymes with Shmariana Shmande. Okay, Naya was petty. Naya continues saying that, "I learned that I was no longer getting married from the internet and at the same time as the rest of the world." Rivera shares in her memoir, revealing that Big Sean's publicist issued a statement that they had split. It's so sad, he didn't even give her the courtesy to tell her it's over. She had to find out from the internet. Come on. It's rumored that Ariana's song "Break Up With Your Girlfriend, I'm Bored" is about her asking Sean to break up with Naya because Ariana's bored. So petty and so messy. She wrote another lyric in her song, Thank You Next, about Big Sean, saying, "Thought I'd end up with Sean, but it wasn't a match. Are we surprised it wasn't a match? Nah." She shows zero accountability about her role in allegedly being a homewrecker towards an engaged man. "It wasn't a match" is a very light way to summarize her nasty behavior at the start of their relationship. What can we learn from this? 1. Building a relationship off of broken trust and dishonesty leaves a shaky foundation that makes relationships destined to fail. What did they say? You'll lose him the same way you get them. If a relationship starts with you cheating, it will always end badly. Don't think just because he finally leaves his girlfriend or partner that it's gonna be a fairy tale with you. If he cheats on you with his partner, he's gonna find someone who's hotter, better, a better personality, a better cook, whatever, and he'll cheat on you later. Also, men will never respect the mistresses when they get with them, was willingly and knowingly able to destroy another relationship and cause chaos. And they broke up. And after Sean, she had a relationship with another rapper, the talented and beautiful soul named Mac Miller. They dated for about 2 years, from 2016 to May 2018. And unfortunately, he died in September 2018. They made a beautiful song together called The Way. I love the way you make me feel. I love it. I love it. One of my favorite songs. Ariana and Mac say that the relationship ended due to conflicting schedules, but sources allege that the real reason is that he was struggling with mental health issues and addiction issues that caused major irreparable issues in their relationship. After he died, Ariana Grande made a public statement saying, "Can't believe you aren't here anymore. I really can't wrap my head around it. We talked about this so many times. I'm so mad. I'm so sad. I don't know what to do. You were my dearest friend for so long above anything else. I'm sorry I couldn't fix or take your pain away. I really wanted to." This statement reveals two important parts that we should analyze about relationships. Ariana said she had wanted to take his pain away in their relationship and it didn't work. Lastly, she shared, "We talked about this so many times," indicating that this was a consistent conversation in their relationship, that his addiction issues could lead to his life ending. This is such a sad situation, and it's sad that Ariana Grande had to deal with this as a partner. Dating a person with addiction issues is no joke and very traumatizing. What can we learn from this? 1, you can't fix someone's mental health and addiction issues. Addicts have to want to get better for themselves. I'm a recovering addict with almost 6 years of sobriety. Yay! And I can share that many addicts want to get better and improve, but sometimes the pain and the past trauma is too great, and we're not ready to let go of our medicine, which is the drug that helps us numb away the pain and survive. It took a lot of willingness, support from God, Jesus, treatment from addiction treatment facilities, and a willingness to do the work in programs like Alcoholics Anonymous for me to really change and grow and get sober. Another lesson is don't ignore red flags. Allegedly, Ariana and many other people close to him knew that he had major addiction issues from the beginning of their relationship, and it wasn't a secret. Instead of separating from him earlier or not dating him when she found out about the issues, Ariana tried to fix him instead. When you date an addict, it can distract them from getting better, and they become codependent on you in the relationship to fix them. Allegedly, less than a month after she broke up with Mac Miller, she was in a new relationship again with Pete Davidson. Ariana and Pete first met when she hosted Saturday Night Live in 2014. However, they began dating in May of 2018. Allegedly, while Pete was still dating another woman, Cassie David. Does this pattern sound familiar? Yup. According to Insider, Cassie David says that Pete Davidson dumped her in a text message just one day before she learned that he was dating Ariana Grande through Instagram. Come on. Through Instagram, he couldn't give her the courtesy of telling her beforehand, indicating that he and Ari were cheating before the breakup. Their relationship garnered a lot of significant negative media attention due to how fast this relationship was progressing. Within 1 week of dating, Pete had multiple tattoos of Ariana Grande on his body. This is not the first time Pete has done this in a romantic relationship. He did this of Kim Kardashian and got her and her children tattooed on him after only a few months of dating too. I will do a whole nother video on his toxic ass later. Ariana and Pete got engaged in June 2018 after just a few weeks of dating. Really, Ariana? Accepting an engagement after dating a man for 21 days? And Pete, what is wrong with you? It takes more than 3 weeks to know if you want to spend the rest of your life with someone. Come on now. But this is common for someone with BPD to be extremely impulsive and to make rash, wild decisions, especially in romantic partnership. After 5 months of dating, Ariana ended the relationship with Pete and he was not happy. Allegedly, he really struggled and had to go to rehab. It triggered his addiction issues, his borderline after the breakup, and allegedly, he was on watch for trying to end his life after the relationship. Thankfully, he had friends to support him through this post-breakup. But a breakup should never affect us like this, especially a relationship that's only 5 months old. If a relationship is having you risk your life, that might be a sign that it's time for you to get single and do some internal work in therapy. What can we learn from this wild relationship? 1. Don't fall for love bombing, which is extreme, fast love, affections, or actions that are way too early. It ends badly every time. If your partner gets a tattoo of you after a week, run. If a partner tries to marry you after 2 weeks of dating, run. This happened to me once. I had to run. Ariana did not run and was excited about the fantasy and all the fire and excitement. The second lesson is be cautious about dating people with personality disorders like borderline personality disorder or narcissistic personality disorder. These are very hard people to be in relationships with, especially if they're not getting help or treated. It's hard because this is their personality. They're not going to change much. I was raised by a parent who has borderline personality disorder, just like Pete. And without intense treatment, which many people are unable to do, unwilling to do consistently, or they just don't use their tools and skills that they do learn, they just don't improve. And yes, everyone deserves love, but personality disorders can negatively affect the partners of people who date them. There's a high chance that there will be extreme emotional and mental abuse in relationships with people with severe personality disorders. The third lesson, rocky foundations never work. And here is another example. He was just with another woman, Cassie David, 1 month before proposing to his new girlfriend. This is a red flag, and of course it was going to fail. Don't normalize dysfunction. Run. Remember, good things at the wrong time is a wrong thing. The fourth lesson from this relationship is don't move on so fast after breakup like Ariana. It doesn't end well. Her past partner only died months after they broke up and she was with the new relationship. Don't listen to that toxic myth that says the way to get over an old relationship is to get under a new one. It never works. For the first time in over a decade, it appears Ariana Grande took a break from dating for a year to get over the death of Mac Miller and the end of her engagement with Pete. But our girl went back to her old ways as soon as she got back into the dating market, unfortunately. Ariana Grande and Dalton Gomez, who's a real estate agent, reportedly started dating in early 2020 during the pandemic and engaged fast, only months into the relationship. We see this pattern again, but at least she waited some more months than she did with Pete Davidson, so I guess that's some progress. They did not reveal any of this to the public. We only found out about the relationship when they got engaged and married. It was so cool to see her do relationships differently in private and the opposite of her extremely public relationship with Pete Davidson. I had hoped that this would work because Dalton Gomez is very private and we don't know much about him besides what he does for work. Even though this appeared better, I had a feeling that this would not last because 1 year of taking a break from dating is not enough to do therapy, healing work around daddy issues, abandonment issues. Fans at her concert died. She has other traumas. Her partner died and the end of her engagement. She appears to be one of those people who is always in a romantic relationship constantly. And like Ariana Grande, if we find ourselves jumping from relationship to relationship, many people who do this are usually escaping themselves. I used to do this. There's something that we're running from when we behave erratically in relationships like this. Why can't we be alone? Ariana Grande even admitted to struggling with loneliness and being needy and needing someone to feel enough. One of her songs shares more about this. It's called Needy, and she talks about this. I love it. But it appears instead of channeling these feelings into getting support and help to heal, she continues to hop from toxic relationship to toxic relationship. And she blames the other person, not seeing that she's the common denominator in all this mess. This relationship with Dalton unfortunately ended after 2 years of marriage, which is a common thing for Ariana Grande. If you see, many of her relationships last around 2 years. According to sources, Ariana and Dalton claim that the problem was long distance and the honeymoon phase was ending, and that led to the demise of their marriage. Some other sources also allege that Ariana Grande and her husband weren't getting along a few months before she started cheating on him and allegedly getting with her movie co-star Ethan Slater, which I'll talk about next. But first, let's talk about what can we learn from this. 1, learn from your mistakes. Stop going so fast from one engagement or relationship to another. If you start fast, there's a high chance it's going to end fast. Number 2, give your relationship a chance. Don't start cheating on your partner when it's not going well. Relationships aren't always sunshine and rainbows. Sometimes they are tough. And if we work through them and not give up, it can last and survive. Unfortunately, after Dalton, the toxicity saga continues, and this is the worst relationship yet, and it's with her new boo, Ethan Slater. This relationship started last year, and Ethan Slater is a Broadway singer who's married to a woman and has an 11-month child. And they met on the set of their upcoming movie, The Wicked, where they're both co-starring. This is sounding a lot like Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt when he cheated on his wife, Jennifer Aniston, while they were filming the rom-com Mr. and Mrs. Smith. But this is actually even more toxic because both Ariana Grande and Ethan Slater are both married, so 2 spouses got cheated on and 2 spouses are heartbroken. Allegedly, Ariana Grande met his wife and kid and acted like she supported their relationship. Here is evidence of her liking a post that Ethan shared on Instagram congratulating his wife on Mother's Day. Ariana Grande liked it. Here it is. Damn, Ari. Ariana Grande even liked their wedding anniversary Instagram post. She looked like she was supporting it, but in private, she was trying to get with that man. And this is so crazy, and oh my God, Ariana Grande could do so better than this. Allegedly, according to a source who spoke with Us Weekly, he sat down with his wife, who's also his high school sweetheart, to tell her of his cheating and his new romance with Ariana Grande just a few days before the news broke out to the public of their relationship. Other sources say that they were not hiding it at all on set, and he now filed for divorce. The wife later spoke out about this situation to Page Six recently and said, "Ariana is not a girl's girl. My family is just collateral damage." The couple has been married for 4 years, and it's sad that he cheated with Ariana only months after his wife gave birth. So sick. Ariana Grande is now making fun of the public for calling Ariana out for getting with a married man with a newborn baby. Last week, Ariana came out with an album with multiple songs talking about her romance with Ethan Slater and talking to the public. One song is called Yes and. Basically, she's saying, yes, I'm married, I'm with a married man, and I don't give a F, so shut up. One lyric of the song says, "Your business is yours and mine is mine. Why do you care so much about whose eggplant I ride?" Girl, if you don't want people commenting on your relationship, how about you don't do toxic stuff in public and keep your home-wrecking behavior privately? Instead of cheating with your co-star of a multi-million-dollar movie set that's about to come out. Not very discreet if she didn't want people talking about it. Another toxic song she made about him is called "The Boy Is Mine." Basically, she's poking fun at Ethan Slater's wife. She says, "That's not your husband. The boy is mine now." It's unfortunate that instead of spending her hundreds of millions of dollars on therapists and getting better, she continues to cause chaos, and this part of the story and saga is just nasty behavior and just such bad karma. What can we learn from this relationship? Please be a girl's girl. Look out and tell the partner that their man is trying to get with you. Don't get with them. Again, no good karma comes from doing behaviors like this. Third lesson, don't be a relationship addict. If you find yourself constantly looking for a new relationship to feel better about yourself, that is a sign that you have some work to do. I'm sure we all know that person who can never be alone and loves the honeymoon phase of relationships, and so they constantly find themselves looking for new people to have new romances with. Even if that person is taken, they want to have that fire and that spark, and that happens only in a fresh relationship. Wow, we completed the chronology of her relationship history. I'm exhausted. It's 2 a.m. here in Brazil. I really love y'all because I'm doing this video after dancing at the club. But I hope you really learned from this. Follow for more pop culture lessons like these. My intention is to help us all grow and attract the partner of our dreams. Have a beautiful day, and until next time, mwah.